Hello everybody and welcome to this week's edition of the ITK Soccer Show. It is the 8th of December 2014. We're gearing up for Christmas and Sergio Aguero is not, well, at least not in a physical capacity. He's going to be sitting on his couch.
Well, technically he might be because he gets to eat loads of turkey and sit there.
Well, he's gearing up for it in a different way.
Probably he doesn't have to train or go to matches. Like he can get fat.
Yeah, but that's not a good thing, you know.
He's got the option to do it.
Yeah. Tevez. See Tevez's back tattoo?
No.
He got like the biggest back tattoo anyone has ever seen. It's literally engulfing his back. Like. He's got a fucking big old back. Does he have a big back?
It gets bigger.
A big back?
He's a wide lad.
He's a wide lad,
Stocky
I suppose. Hi everybody. We've got the usual news and Premier League reviews to do. We're actually recording the show during the second half of Southampton and Manchester United at St Mary's. It's currently 1-1. And this is a battle of teacher versus pupil here. Two men who really don't like each other and have a tremendous history from their days at Ajax. And Koeman was the technical director, Hiddink was brought in as the technical director when Koeman was manager. And this was after Koeman had worked under Van Gaal. And supposedly he basically he had to go to the committee and be like, it's either me or him. It got that bad. And then there's the story about him building his dream house in the Algarve. And Van Gaal showed up a couple of months later and built a bigger house next door to him.
What was that all about, though? Like, wouldn't they not? They must have been together at Barcelona as well.
He's a weird guy.
Yeah.
And Ajax.
Yeah, but Ajax was like when they just reversed the role and he came in as a technical director, but suppose he'd come to like the training sessions and just be standing over Koeman's shoulder just looking at him.
Was he testing him or did they just hate him?
They got to a point where it just...
He's in a way like tough love, like, you know, Big Show 99 stuff, you know.
let's go. Actually, on the wrestling podcast with me, myself and Sean, there was a Bossman Behaving Badly tribute section when we talked about Heath Slater and Teddy Hart being in trouble with the law. I thought you'd like that.
I can't believe Teddy Hart. He should be...
He's
been in big trouble a few times.
He's a lunatic.
Yeah. I surprised he talked to him on the shoulder.
Who that is.
Oh, he's Brett's nephew. This is my third show in 3 days, lads, so forgive me if I don't have the pep and vigour that I usually do.
Don't swap seats?
It's alright, with Dad's wrestling references and my yawning, it's going to be a good show.
Yeah. Okay, so we're still 1-1 at St Mary's, and Man Utd were forced into 2 substitutions earlier on.
Were they forced into the second sub?
They were forced into one. They were forced into the second because they've been shit.
McNair came off for Herrera. That was a tactical move, and then earlier on we had... Evans come on for Smalling. Man United have used 36 players in all competitions this year.
Let's name them all.
I'd rather not.
But we'll keep you abreast of this as we watch it, and we'll talk about all the news from the weekend. We've got the FA Cup draw, we've got some La Liga hat-trick madness, Champions League this week, so we'll be previewing that. We're actually meeting up to watch Liverpool's last foray in the top tier of Europe, at least for the next several years to come.
Absolutely.
We've also got our awards and teasers and fantasy football and all the stuff. How are you guys? How was your weekend?
Good, yeah.
Yeah? Hey, did you have a good night on Saturday?
That was great, yeah.
I saw you for a while, then I think you went to greener grass?
Yeah.
Or was she shaved?
Ooh. Can we start again?
Listen, man. How about you, John? How's your weekend?
Grass is always greener.
It sounded like he was like having like a really bad alcohol poisoning flashback, and he went Pratsky. not true, but you had your work due on Friday. How was that?
It was good times.
You didn't do the old index finger through the zipper, look at me, Mickey lads gag.
No. What I did was I went through the drink vouchers far too quickly, and I went, I know, I'll go buy an Naggin and sneak it in. And then I became a coward and was afraid to do it, so I drank the Naggin outside. So I got even in a worse state in about
it's just 5 minutes.
Yeah,
like it wasn't. It was just party. It wasn't 12 pubs.
No.
You had to do a quickie Naggin.
Yeah,
sneaky Naggin.
I'm too old for this stuff.
Yeah.
Skip the broom. Remember them?
Speaking of the 12 pubs, you'll be doing that because Après Match is cancelled.
Shocking.
Yeah.
It's the most disappointing email I've ever received. Like, it's more disappointing when they're like, "Yeah, sorry, you're not good enough for this job. Fuck off." Then it's like,
was the
match cancelled. What?
Was the email from 10 years ago when they were funny?
No, it was from Ticketmaster, so they're never funny.
Hell of a delay. It does say a lot, Dan, that you're a hard worker, but clearly you've never had tremendous responsibilities and many direct debits, if that's the worst email you've ever got.
Oh, direct debits, beauty of my life, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we'll get into the results.
Football, be nice.
Yeah, football. That is why we're here.
We're
Right?
talking about drink, direct debits, and wrestling so far.
And grass.
And crass.
Okay, so let's have a quick look here. Saturday fixtures start off with a bang. Newcastle United ending Chelsea's unbeaten run in the Premier League this season, 2-1. Cisse came on as a sub and got both of them. Drogba got a goal back for Chelsea on 83 minutes, but it wasn't enough. Stephen Taylor got sent off at 81 minutes as well. We've got a lot to talk about from there, but I guess
I have to feel for Mourinho.
Okay.
He went out there and he was disgusted by the time wasting by Newcastle taking throws and
The ball boys.
Ball
The
boys.
ball boys was an excuse.
Yeah, not like he did that to Liverpool.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
But that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing, Mourinho. Like,
Yeah.
he's so good at closing off a game. But if anyone has the audacity to do it to him, what do you think you're doing?
Yeah.
He's the one who invented the park the bus, accusing another team of doing
I like the way, like, literally a week ago here, Dan was like, "Will they go to season unbeaten?" I was like, "No."
it. Well, no, I
It's like,
didn't think so either.
No, he didn't think that was
I
me.
know, no, did. But
I
they're
don't
not
know.
very good. They
I
have
don't
one
know.
striker.
Well, I had a big debate with Dan about this. We'll get to it in a moment. But the incredible quote from Mourinho was the ball boys were so bad that you might as well had cows walking across the pitch.
I
That's
thought he was going to send Eden Hazard after them. You know how he is a feeling to give him a few kickings. Like.
there you go. I think the issue is no Matic, personally.
Yeah, probably.
I think that's a huge...
I just think some team they were set up very well, and Chelsea couldn't really break them down.
I don't think,
Matic made a
even if
difference.
Matic was there, I don't think they would
I don't think they would have made much of a
won that
difference,
game. I
like.
don't think. They didn't play well.
Like the stats kind of prove that, like when Matic is there, they do play better.
Sure.
But Costa wasn't there either, was he? Where did he go?
Well, he may as well not have been there.
Yeah, but I think Newcastle just sat back, did what they want. Same thing United did to Arsenal a few weeks ago. Where it's just like
But
you
the
attacked
thing
us.
is that with Arsenal and Man United a few weeks ago, Arsenal should have been 3 up. Chelsea really didn't create anything.
Yeah. Towards the end when they actually had Drogba and Costa on, obviously Drogba got
Well,
goal.
yeah, it's kitchen sink stuff. Though.
Costa-
You're throwing balls into the box. You're going to create something.
Plus, I think it's
Costa
tough
had a good chance.
it's tough to play on a Saturday morning when you've had midweek fixtures as well.
Yeah.
But generally they don't do it.
Yeah, I don't know why he went full leather to beat Schalke. Oh,
Well,
no,
Schalke
sorry,
was like 2
that
weeks
was
ago,
before.
so-
No, sorry, was it Spurs?
Yeah, but that was a derby.
But still, though, like even though they were lucky to win that 3-0, like it was a flattering 3-0. To be fair,
Stephen Taylor got sent off on the 81st
That was funny.
minute. Yeah.
I think Colaccini should have been
Do you-
sent off for a tackle on Drogba.
do you
and
remember
Stephen Taylor.
Stephen Taylor's like one of his first ever red cards for Newcastle was when he handballed the ball on the line.
Yeah.
And he pretended he got like shot, and he like went down holding his back.
That
Remember,
was-
it was a game where Bowyer and Kieran Dyer started scrapping in the middle of the match.
That was a different match, wasn't it?
No, it was the same match. The
That was
two of
some
them started
match.
beating the crap out of each other.
Match. This is obviously huge for Alan Pardew. Just keeps the momentum going after they went down to West Ham last weekend. But also, the stat is that Mourinho's never won at St James's, which is kind of incredible.
There's a friend in work who was like doing his accumulator, like when we were having breakfast or whatever one of the days, and he was going through it, and I was like, I just listened to like Football Weekly, and he was like, yeah, Chelsea never win there, Mourinho never won there, and then it came to like the Arsenal match, like Wenger has never won there.
That's Wenger has won
Doesn't have
Britannia.
it. Yeah, the Ramsey match that one time.
Yeah, well, it was actually the Ramsey match. Yeah.
Crystal Palace hosted, Spurs hosted Crystal Palace at White Hart Lane. It was a 0-0. Just the Spurs just have these performances sometimes.
Berahino was great. He played just like he did against Liverpool. They hit the crossbar. Lloris kept him in the game. I don't know what's going on at Spurs, to be honest.
No, it's a weird one
But,
because when they're bad, they're really bad.
Yeah.
It seems.
It was the worst 3 o'clock run of fixtures. Bar that one match, like nothing happened.
Yeah,
And I was watching one of them with a dreadful hangover, and I was like, this is just not.
that one match you're talking about is Stoke and Arsenal.
Yeah, it was great.
It was 3-1. Crouch scored really, really early, and then they were home and dry by half time thanks to Bojan and Walters.
It should have been 4-0.
Yeah.
Bojan had it like.
Oh, Bojan's other chance. Yeah.
Well, it was a goal, but
I don't
it was
know
a
why.
bit of a
what
harsh-
happened? What happened?
There was
There
apparently
was 2 players
it was-
offline, and they offside.
think it was
not
Juve.
offline.
But they gave
it
it.
was Juve and
They
someone
didn't
else,
give it.
and he was standing in front of the goalie.
Yep.
So that
He was and he wasn't though.
he
Like,
definitely was. Yeah.
it was one of those things. I think if he spilt it, he would have been offside, but he wasn't actually in his sight. Though.
It's a weird rule. It's hard
You
to
know.
say, but
Arsenal came back in the second half with the Santi Cazorla pen and Aaron Ramsey converting 2 minutes later. But that was the best they could do. I guess Wenger got a really hard time from the Arsenal fans when it was all
It
said and
was
done.
really shocking. It was both by the performance
he didn't say
and
it.
by the fans.
The fan was horrible.
The fans, that was absolutely.
He didn't say it to
not-
Wenger though. He said it to your man from who was the star of the World Cup, Campbell. It's like he just goes, Campbell, get out of here when you still have a chance.
No, but like no.
Doesn't
when-
get out of here, Wenger.
When Wenger came out, the amount of booze he got, like it's like
Arsenal
Okay,
fans-
yeah, okay. If you don't like him anymore or whatever, you want him out. But
They're just-
you can't like. I thought it was absolutely disgraceful. Like
It
we've been
was.
slating Wenger here, but like it's you have to have some.
He
sort
was,
of
but as a
respect,
football
like,
fan, you just get bored. Like we were saying,
jeez, you have to have some sort of respect.
You
like for him,
don't,
like,
Dan. It's
you
football.
do. You can't act like.
don't
that.
get me wrong. When they get David Moyes or Sam Allardyce, whoever is going to be their manager next season, it probably will be Sam Allardyce after this season. But it was just they will go nuts and they will miss him. But at the minute, it's just you don't think of that sort of thing as a football fan. Like.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, it was out of order though. To be fair, I think we all can agree. on
I don't
that.
know. It's like for me, we kind of talked about this last week. I just think it's a case where it was so meh for so long that now that they finally have a reason to vent, everything's coming out.
Okay, look, you've when Roy Hodgson was there, was he booed out of like? Was he even
Yes.
hackled like that? I don't think he
No.
would have.
No.
No.
I've seen some atrocious managers at Leeds United. It's never been like that. It's like, thank God he's gone.
This is
But
different,
it's-
Dan. This is different. This
I
is
think
this is the
This
end
is
of a
watching
really long run.
This is watching a manager for 10 years not changing anything.
yeah.
Like nothing has changed.
I don't think. I still think what the banner they had last week was fine.
Their team got him yelling. That's a tough word to say. I can't even get it out. At Stoke, 3-0 at half time to Stoke. Like
Oh no, I'm not saying it was
it
acceptable.
happened to Liverpool last season. They were like, well, at least Liverpool are.
It's not acceptable, but what I'm trying to say is though, I still think you have to have a little bit more kind of respect for what he's done for the club.
I don't think so. I don't think you can.
So you're pretty much gonna discount the first 10 years, pretty much,
Yes.
for everything he's done. So you're just taking him on its merits.
Well, he's
But
taken
he's
the
now-
last 10 years on its merits.
Yeah, you can't like look. Oh, remember 10 years ago and not remember.
Arsenal wouldn't have won anything without him, though. Like he's the guy who started pushing
What, that's
Ferguson to be a better
10
manager as well. Like.
10 years. Okay, so we can just say that Ferguson wouldn't be the manager without. Ferguson accepted the challenge and changed his team. Wenger has not changed his team. He bought Sanchez and Ozil, two of the greatest players in the last 2 years, and they've still gone nowhere. This league is open. Southampton, I don't know.
Oh,
how
I know,
they're
I know,
doing.
absolutely, I
West
agree.
Ham are third.
Oh no, I agree. Wenger is serious.
Liverpool
Liverpool, and he
are-
has to take,
Liverpool-
he does have to take, I'd say, most of the
Liverpool
responsibility.
can't score a goal, and they're only 2 points below Arsenal.
I'm well aware of this, but
But he's gone, Dad. He's not
oh no,
anything
he
anymore.
has to go. But like, what's the point of sacking him now? Who are you going to get?
Oh, obviously that's another thing.
You're not going to get anyone.
But
Like,
you have
what
to.
does Steve Bold even do? Is he not there for the defensive work?
You can't ask a bunch of fans that have been having to sit on their hands for the last 10 years because Wenger did just enough to keep them happy and never change anything. And now when it's going bad, them to just be expected to sit on their hands and hope at the end of the season he gets turfed out. They're not giving him abuse now because they want a direct change, but they want to let him know that enough's enough and,
And if
it's
you
time
see
for
the same
change.
mistake, like Wenger has got, they remember the last 10 years, and that's how he's been able to have this 10.
Yes.
That's how it's worked at. You can't, for the rest of his life, go, remember, that's like us with Ireland being like Trapattoni, but look at what he's won in the past. Like, there you go, thanks, but you're not doing it for us now.
It's very true.
No, it's a point.
Like, he'll still be here next season, like, he'll probably last longer than this show, like, but still, it's still like, no, like,
but that's
I wouldn't
something-
boo him, I wouldn't go to him going, boo, I think that was a horrible thing to do, but there's always going to be an arsehole with a camera phone that makes it look.
But I think that was like, if he was, just hypothetically, if he was to go out, which he's not going to go now, like, there's no one they could actually get.
You never know, there's always someone.
You know, like Simeone's not going to leave mid-season. Klopp isn't going to leave Dortmund.
But they're not going to sack him during the season.
That's what I'm
Dan.
saying. So
But
like,
they have to air their grievances now. They can't
Yeah.
wait until
Yeah.
I
they
think-
can't wait until the crowd walks around and be like,
I think Arsenal will have to make the decision. Just go, look,
Yeah.
we're not sacking you, but
they will.
you're going. You can go to sporting director.
Yeah, and with West Ham
But
getting
that's
the
the
fourth
problem.
place.
If he goes to sporting director,
Yeah.
that's the problem. He still might continue this legacy of going fucking. No, we're playing the same way because he might still have a lot of dictation over transfers.
Yeah.
Until they get in. If they get Klopp or Simeone or something, they're not going to be like, let the old guy before me choose who
They
we bring in.
won't, and they'll
Well,
be
it'd be
conditioned.
kind of an early situation with Ferguson. Like, you know, he was kind of on the board and stuff and picking Moyes and. You know,
I don't
they
think
still have a little
Ferguson,
bit of influence there. Like Shankly had a lot of influence as well. When he
I don't
left
think
Liverpool.
Ferguson has tremendous influence right now.
No, he doesn't. No, last year he did under Moyes. I always thought there was kind of a shadow there.
Well, there was going to be no matter what. If he all he had to do was show up to the games. So QPR beat Burnley at Loftus Road. They may have won the battle but lost the war in the sense that Charlie Austin, who's tremendously in form, got their second goal, but then got sent off 2 minutes later, and now he's going to miss.
Against his former club.
Was it second yellow, was it? I remember seeing it.
2 years, I think.
Yeah, it's a big loss, but Rob Green was great.
Yes.
He was one of the many good. He made some
Who
great
was
saves.
calling for him? Was it to be in the England team?
Rob Green, I believe.
Oh,
Well, no, he wasn't calling himself.
there's a lot of
There was
people
one
there.
of them.
Which
The
is
Richie
kind-
Dunn calling for him between the
I
games
would
or
have
something.
Forrester. We watched the Arsenal Southampton match, which was terrible.
Oh,
but
he's
he
a
looked
class
great.
keeper.
But sure, when they have the most expensive goalkeeper in the Premier League or the world, they don't need.
Liverpool welcomed. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Man City, loads of Man City news. Liverpool welcomed Sunderland to Anfield in an absolute stinker, nil all.
Nothing happened.
Nothing all. Sterling made a ridiculously good run from the halfway line and passed to Coutinho, and then Coutinho didn't do much with it.
Tino had an awful game.
Gerrard was rested for the first 75 minutes due to the game against Basel on Tuesday night, and it was just shite.
Liverpool have a big week coming up, but even if it doesn't go properly, the owners have gone to their new ideal manager to ask his plan.
They have, yeah. They said, "What can you do for us,
Who?
Mr. Villas-Boas?"
Yeah. The man who's wasted 100 million. We just had a man who wasted
Why are
100
they
million.
why are they talking to him? About what?
About
They're
taking over.
betting taking over.
That's not true.
Well,
Can't be.
a lot of the Times reported among other places.
Why would they go first of all to him?
He just won the league, or he's going to win the league.
Is he in Russia?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is he with Zenit? Is it?
Yeah.
maybe if he brings Witzel with him, I'm
Brings
on board.
Arshavin with him. I still don't care.
He might score a few goals though. He likes scoring an Anfield, isn't he?
That's true. Yeah,
But no, it's just a mess.
Yeah.
Rodgers has given completely up on his ideal way of playing,
Yeah,
and it's a mess.
was any better with Gerrard? I didn't even watch it. It looked fucking
Jared
terrible.
came on and tried
Did
a
it
few
look
Gerrard.
did he look any better? Or
No.
it didn't really change much.
Barini is apparently injured. Balotelli is apparently injured.
Where's Balotelli?
There was no other strikers on the bench.
has he been
Yeah.
dropped for just
No, he did make the
get him
bench.
fit?
We're
like,
playing.
get him fit.
We're playing like a mid-table club, and that's where we're going to finish.
Yeah,
The only positive thing, if there's even positive, you're
Clean sheet.
starting to keep a few clean sheets.
yeah.
It's Sunderland. Actually, Leicester scored, and did we win? Stoke.
Sunderland.
Oh, we kept Stoke quiet.
Yeah, we
Okay.
kept so quiet. Can't say same for
I don't know.
Arsenal.
It's a big week. We've Basel on Tuesday, and then United, and
So Basel aren't good away from home, though, I'm saying. They're not good.
Doesn't
We
matter.
are
we
so
cannot
bad.
score.
I think the crowd will.
We have
It'll be like
Sterling.
an Olympiacos moment.
We have Sterling and Coutinho and Lallana who look like they've never played.
I need to refresh to see who it was. I missed it. United are 2-1 up.
Yay.
Maybe they'll show replay now in a sec. Sit down, Dad.
I think I'm gonna call it. I think United are gonna win the league.
Jesus.
They're not playing well against Southampton and Arsenal. They've won the point. Now eventually they will have a fit team.
Yeah.
But it's like, how bad were they first half, though?
Doesn't matter. They'll beat us comfortably on Sunday. And everyone will be like,
It's not on,
maybe.
We'll
Old
finish.
Trafford?
We'll finish the United talk in a minute because there's a lot there too, and we'll be close to the end of the game as well. Hull and West Brom had a 0-0 as well.
Dorrans was penalty.
I literally saw highlights of this and I don't remember a thing.
It was very much literally a show of two halves. Match of the day was. It was like there was a good game at Arsenal. There was a good game with Newcastle. There was a decent game with QPR and Burnley, and then the rest was just 0-0, crap.
Van Persie with his second. This theory of Michael Carrick being the key to unlock the Van Persie goal drought is Dan shaking his head, but yet the stats say
Why did Carrick have an assist?
no, he's always looking out for Van Persie. That's for sure.
I wouldn't put everything down to Carrick.
Dan,
would.
since he's come back into the team, they haven't lost.
They were very lucky to beat Stoke.
Hey,
They beat Crystal
They're very
Palace
lucky to
by
beat-
a fluky goal against Palace.
What's this? Their fifth win in a row. Dan, it's
Yeah, but you have to take a lot of it
I
by
don't.
performances as well, though.
5 wins in a row. You don't.
oh, speaking of
Really?
players making the difference, and this is all about defensive midfielders. We talk about Matic, talk about Carrick. Did you know that this was the 11th game Lucas has played, and we haven't lost any of those games this
Yeah.
week?
Yeah, but how many have you won?
Oh, well, hey, look, listen.
Two.
That's the
It's
thing.
not important.
It's not important. Sunday, Man City narrowly beating Everton.
This match was terrible.
Thanks for so bad.
Everton just what?
What
they're-
was wrong
they're
with
just
them?
so they're not attacking.
They were literally
Sorry, Everton fans. who listen.
probably arguably the most entertaining team to watch last year. They were brilliant.
They were good, alright, but
Now it's just like
Hold on,
There's no-
Dan. I think there was another team in Liverpool that were slightly more entertaining than
Tranmere
them.
Rovers.
Well, I don't mean
Accrington
in the
Stanley.
that being
comedy.
Tranmere or Accrington.
Accrington. So Aguero is out for a month at least.
They've got some pretty easy fixtures. It'll only really affect them this week, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
It's
The only thing
Roma
is,
game.
it seemed like Aguero was the only one showing any fight, so it'll be interesting. And they've no strikers.
Yeah, like
Djokovic
Dzeko.
and Dzeko both injured.
Xhaka and your man,
Jovetic is injured.
Yeah, hamstring.
they've no one. They've only Xhaka who's coming back, who can only play 20 minutes. They brought on Polo?
Some young lad.
And who kept getting his name wrong? Was it Allardyce had a
The
done feet with Lorenzo moment?
No.
They brought on Perez or something. It's like
Commentating was absolutely terrible for Sky this week. Like we'll talk about it.
speaking
after
of shocking stuff, did anyone think the standard referees this week was absolutely horrendous?
Yeah, what were some flashpoints?
Every match there was just something.
Liverpool
there was
was
some,
supposed to give away a penalty.
like-
That was.
Oh, the Sterling penalty. Actually, yeah. That was
No,
pretty
no, I meant
No, that
the
wasn't
skirt
bad.
rule.
bad. Oh, yeah.
well, the Arsenal game, Stoke should have been 4-0
Who was your
up.
man who tried to kill Gareth Barry?
Yeah, there's another Mangala. He only got a yellow card.
Mangala's great.
Yeah, Mangala literally did the.
And
It was the same
It
boot.
was on
That,
Esso, I think, couldn't it?
it was the same boot that Dion gave Jabi Alonso, except it was to the back.
Yeah.
And then
Killed
he
him.
kicked him in the head as well, or was that someone else? They really had- yeah.
There was another one as well. Someone got kicked. There was
I gotta say,
there was just penalties not given. There was just bad.
I was going to say before
bad
here-
decisions in every game.
I was going
It
to
was
wait till he
shocking.
does it till here of the week, but Gareth Barry's close to becoming the most booked player in the history of the Premier League.
I think he is now.
that's
He got the
incredible.
book in there the other day. Didn't he?
I think he's one away from, or he's
Kevin
level.
Davis must
He's
be
level
top.
with Lee Bowyer, I think.
Ah, yes, of
I'd
course.
say Davis. He will have more seasons in the Premier League.
Bowyer.
Yeah, I think they're really going to miss Aguero personally. Like, I actually think they're absolutely really fecked without him. I think he's been everything to them. I don't think you could find
I
a
can't
team in
see,
the Premier League
I know
that
we'll get to
rely
the
on one
Champions
guy
League.
more, you know?
We'll wait until we get Champions League, but they've no Silva, Torre, or Aguero for the Roma matches, so Roma really should win.
And
that.
company.
And it's Roma away,
Yeah.
and they need to win, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, if
I
Roma
think-
beat them, it's
They're
done.
in the
Regardless
same
what
boat
happens
as Liverpool.
against Roma, but if Pellegrini has any sense, he'll put Yaya Toure as high up the pitch as possible.
He was suspended for getting a straight red card in the last one.
Oh, yeah.
No, forget about the Roma game. It was in the Premier League.
Okay.
Like to push him as high up the field. There's nothing going on up there, you know.
Joe Hart signed a new deal for Man City. He's now the highest paid keeper in the world.
It's actually just ridiculous.
Is this true?
Absolutely true. He's going to be on like 130 grand a week or something. It's like,
It is Man City, and there's not too many other.
well, he's not the best keeper in the Premier League.
Like Bayern got Neuer when he was young.
well, Shaw, he was
Larissa.
pretty good with Shaw. He captained them
Yeah,
to
no,
the
but
semi-final Champions League.
he had to sign a contract for the Bayern fans when he signed for Bayern. It's like you cannot kiss the crowd. You cannot kiss the
Crest?
crest. You cannot celebrate in front of one stand, like whatever the cop is for Bayern Munich. Like they gave him they do not like him. It's only recently when they've changed their mind. So when they signed him, I wouldn't say he's on a lot. Plus Joe Hart's been there for ages. If it's a long-term deal, they're obviously going to give him money.
Okay.
yeah, but
And he brings a lot of money
Who
into the
is
club.
the best? The best three keepers in the Premier League are De Gea, Lloris, and probably Hart.
So he's not
Courtois, the best keeper?
Oh, sorry, Courtois. Sorry, Courtois. Sorry, he's fourth best.
I think Austin and Crouch and Andy Carroll are the best strikers. in the Premier League. Speaking of Andy Carroll,
why he's the best target man in the English league. The Guardian had there 2 goals in 9 months. You morons!
well, now hold
To be
on.
fair, he's only played about 4 games.
Don't take this away from him, right? He was also described online as a header. What do they call him? A header player, not a football player. A heady player, I think it was. So yeah, 2 goals and an assist. Hey, for Andy Carroll, 3-1 against Swansea City, and Bonnie got another goal. He just scores every week, like. And Fabianski got sent off at 69 minutes.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was a rugby tackle.
Insanity.
I like when the final.
No, but that's another thing. It was a handball. That shouldn't have been a red card. He actually handballed it past
Still,
him, and then
you
he
can't do the challenge.
No, but yeah,
like.
but he also can't handball it before you do it.
Yeah,
that was another.
What was he doing out
big-
there anyway?
Yeah, but that's regardless of the point. He shouldn't have given the referee a chance.
You can't
but-
choose what you want to talk about this issue.
No, well, I can because it wasn't a fucking red card.
Yeah,
that's
but
why.
like those handballs go like that handball was a. If he'd got past the keeper with it, I don't think the ref would have blown a whistle. It just hit his hand. He didn't handball it. I don't think.
Well, it got past him, it took Fabianski out of the game. So technically, it wasn't. You can't give a red card for it. And even they played on as well.
It was 2 nice goals.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
I just
So-
think like, another bad referee.
Yeah.
This brings West Ham up to 3rd. Is it just been a good run of fixtures, or has Allardyce really just done as well as we think he has in the transfer market, and they'd be remiss not to get a Europa League spot at worst at this stage? That's surely what they need to be aiming for
It's
now.
the highest they've been since 1999 in the league.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right, Dan. He will be great as an Arsenal manager next year. I like
Well, but he's double the places at Arsenal.
I liked Niall Quinn after the match. He was like, Sam Allardyce celebrates. The West Ham fans here love him. No, they don't.
They love him at the moment.
There is
It's
still-
kind of like an Alan Pardew thing. They're happy with him
Yeah,
at
it's
the moment.
exactly
At
like
the moment, they're happy. They don't want to change it, but if a bad run comes,
Villa actually won a match as well. Clark.
7 points
and
since
Hutton.
Roy Keane has left. 7 points from 9.
Yeah, well, hey, look, something to it. Maybe
Nice
it was
handy
Leicester
fixtures.
at Villa Park.
They wouldn't have won them under Keane.
Maybe.
They did go to Palace and
I
win.
think anyone could have beaten Leicester. Like Liverpool scored 3 against them. Like.
Well, they did go to Palace and win. They've been
Liverpool couldn't do
decent.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Okay, so that brings us basically to this match here. We've got about 15 minutes left, including injury time. I think we have a couple of Man United notes. So there was basically Van Gaal just said that Falcao can go fuck off because Falcao's like pretty miserable at the moment.
He says he
just says he's
pretty
not.
much said he can play in the reserves if he's not going to get fit.
This is it. It's a fitness thing, right?
He
He says that
can
Falcao
20
only has
minutes
20
max.
minutes in him. Yeah.
So that's why James Wilson is getting on the bench and getting ahead of Van Persie sometimes.
It's a weird one for United because, like, as a United fan, it's kind of sad or it's kind of impossible not to be happy at the moment. But at the same time, like, they completely out of nowhere signed fucking Falcao, and it's not gone well.
Under the noses of City as well. They were linked with him.
I just, if I was United and I was riding the crest of the wave at the moment, I'd definitely want him involved. So hopefully it's something that like was just said publicly to encourage
But like,
him.
what age is he now? He
I
must
think
be
I think
30
he'd be
now.
more annoyed if it's anything like being a Liverpool fan at Balotelli, where it's just like, just get out of my club and get someone else in.
I don't know. I don't think Falcao's done enough.
But like the whole thing is,
Wrong.
like, he hasn't played enough football
Scored
in
20
so long,
goals.
and he must be 30 now.
You take a chance on him anyway. I don't think he's 30 yet. I'll check.
Oh, he must be.
I'll check. Okay, some more news there, Dan.
More funny news as well is Arthur Gudjohnsen has signed for Bolton, his first ever club in English football. He's got back to Chelsea signed him off Bolton.
Oh, I thought you meant like not Danny played for Chelsea.
No. Yeah, you had to do some look at it. And also they are trying to have Emil Heskey on trial as well.
Emil Heskey doesn't still play football, does he?
Well, he's on trial with Neil Lennon in Bolton
Jesus.
because he would have played with him at Leicester City in 1987.
Okay, what's going on with Nigel Pearson here?
A fan told him was having a go with him or something, and he literally turned around and told the fan to fuck off.
Sure.
And he won't apologise. Then there was also things as well he said last week, if you're going to boo the team, don't bother showing up and all this. And I don't know.
So your logic.
No, well, like, he's not apologised to the fan, was what I'm talking about.
Well, he hasn't had a good 10 years for the club 20 years ago.
No, he's only had, 2.5.
Yeah.
Tell me this. Any word on Leeds? And this off.
They got Sunderland in the cup.
The Sunderland in the cup.
Can you just give the boat back?
Yeah, I'd be happy for him just to sell them, get rid of
Can
them,
you give
drown
the
the boat. It never existed.
Can
The
you
boat
s-
never existed.
Can you
lads.
sink the boat, get the insurance off it, give it to them and go, I'm so sorry.
I think he should just fake his own death.
Can you not just
I
go
wouldn't put it
mad?
past
Like,
them.
can you just like,
Huh?
we're looking for Leeds club? No, they don't. They were never here. This is Bede's football club.
I'm going over next week. That'd be fun.
Are you? What
Yeah.
match is that?
Fulham. We see Ross McCormick for the Fulham jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
His first time back to Ellen Road since he left.
Yeah,
in summer?
he might. I'm not going to have a go at him, but he will get a few boos, all right. For he apparently refused to train or something. I don't know. Well, him and Chilino had a massive fight. But like, I was like, we got 12 million for him. It's not worth that.
Yeah.
You paid the same amount we got for Danny Sturridge.
And finally, well, like at least Danny Sturridge is a ghost. Dave Whelan. This is unbelievable.
Can we even say this? Like, I know he said it, but
Yeah, of course we can say
course
it.
we can
It's
say it.
for
It's quoting.
it's for journalistic purposes. So he said,
No, he said when I was young, I used to call Chinese people
it's
chingalings.
Chingalings.
as soon as I saw Chingaling, I automatically thought of The Simpsons. You know, like, my Chingaling, my Chingaling, won't you play with my ching? Sorry, I couldn't not sing it.
And here he is now with a flute up his nose. Ralph Wiggum.
This is outrageous. When will this man be relieved of his duties?
Now this is another thing with the Chilino thing. How is this guy still here? He's actually been he's been
Wigan are a
charged.
well-run club.
He's been but so relates. He's been charged with this. Like, how is he still here? If
They'll talk to him when he's fully charged and he's
but like he said he'd step down if he was found guilty.
yeah.
So
Side down.
I don't
speaking of racist implications, Balotelli was reprimanded for that tweet last Monday.
We're actually all our kind of minor stories at the end are coming to play a week later, aren't they? Like, we had the Dave Whelan thing that came up, the Balotelli thing. There was another one as well. There was another one we said as well came to light as well the next week. Tell you.
The fact Sturridge is a ghost.
That's
Well, we'll
coming
find
to
out
more
next
light
week,
every
won't we?
week, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, that's the news. FA Cup draw, John.
Yeah. Sorry,
What do we have in store for
repeat of the FA Cup final? Arsenal Hull.
Ooh.
First game, first 2 balls out of the draw.
Steve Bruce was in the crowd. They asked him what he thought, and he goes, "It'd be good to play them at home." You're not playing them at home.
Fantastic.
Liverpool play Wimbledon.
Okay.
The original Wimbledon, but they're the new Wimbledon.
Oh, this is very confusing.
Because Wimbledon
Yeah.
was called Wimbledon, and then they got moved to MK Dons.
That's right.
So then they came MK Dons, and the original Wimbledon actually broke off and went down to bottom leagues. Now they're up to League
There was a
2.
good part where Alan Shearer was emptying a sack
Oh, yeah,
of balls into the pot, right? And
Emptying a sack of
did,
balls.
and he was there throwing his hand in, ready to begin. And they're like, "Do you want to just check your sack there for any more balls?" And then there was one in there. So there was one team that might not have been in the FA Cup because of Alan Shearer's negligence.
Do you remember it was 2000? Man United weren't in the FA Cup.
Yeah, they chose not to be
They
in it.
chose not to be in it, and Aston Villa got a nice bye into the 4th round. It's like, oh yeah, you draw Man United, who aren't in it. They're actually playing in Brazil.
There's a team, I can't remember who it was, but they played an ineligible player in the last round, so they might not be in
Chesterfields.
Why did Man United decide that it
Because
wasn't
they wanted
worthy?
in the World Cup.
They're in the
Club
World
Cup, and
Championships, I think.
They lost to Necaxa on penalties. I
Yeah,
believe.
but Ryan Giggs won man of the tournament and got a Toyota car.
Ah, that's nice. That's like when you used to get a bike for winning. What did you?
The Coca-Cola Cup, you'd win the Coca-Cola bike. Tony Aboa won 3 in a row. It's like, I've got 3 bikes here. He's like, gave it to the cameraman or something. It's like, I don't want this.
Did you say you're delighted for him? 3 bikes, like that's great.
Footballers didn't get paid a lot back in those days.
Yeah.
They needed those bikes.
Couldn't afford a car, have a bike.
Get around. Speaking of a car, Sergio Busquets almost killed Jared Piqué this week just gone in a car. Did you see this?
I did not.
This is insanity.
Can you imagine you nearly hit the other
Was
person
it one
in
of the?
question?
Was it one of these ads they have for like Sky where they're kicking a football through a window or something like that?
No.
Oh.
It was a camera phone. Basically, they were outside the new camp, and Messi and Piqué were signing a few autographs, and then it's just kind of like the entrance seemed to be curved, and they were kind of in the bulk of the car park. So you see the two of them walking away, and Piqué's more on the road, and Messi's kind of still kind of just walking on by the fans, and just this car speeds around the corner, and like it like you can almost see Piqué's tracksuit bottoms like go with the wind of it. It's that close. He literally almost kills him. It's incredible.
It's the same place that Vermaelen got stuck.
Yeah, there's some serious issues at this car park. So anything else from the FA Cup?
Nothing really.
Man, you got Yeovil, was it?
Accrington.
Oh,
Yeah. Chelsea, Watford, Sunderland, Leeds, City Wednesday. They're all the ones I took down.
Bet Leeds will be on the Friday night game against Sunderland.
Actually, I thought it on. I was like, oh, it's just a draw. It only takes a couple of minutes. But for some reason, they made it a 20-minute show.
They went about half
And they
an
had
hour.
some guy, I can't even remember who it was, but they're like, we had this old woman at the stadium, and she predicted every single result, and then she said we'd get Chelsea. They got Birmingham.
I still can't believe this about Alan Shearer trying to fix the draw.
Probably
Bet it was Newcastle stuck in the
Yeah,
fight.
exactly. He was trying to slyly put it in his back
They
pocket.
get the fight.
Did we tell the story last week about the Newcastle fan? Can't remember if we did.
Did we go for it? What was it?
Yeah, it's Newcastle fan. It was last week anyway. They were like, Newcastle were playing West Ham last week, weren't they?
Yeah, they
yes.
lost.
Yeah, anyway,
2-1.
this bloke, this person who works at Turf Moor at Burnley Stadium, was sending tweets going, there's a bloke here in a Newcastle jersey who clearly doesn't realise our match is on Wednesday. So he obviously got out of his car going, well, I'm early, right?
Oh, God.
Just Burnley were playing away, so the stadium was empty. And he goes up here, like, hands his ticket in, he goes, yeah, the match is in 3 days.
Jesus Christ.
He wasn't very happy about it. I thought it was
Where
hilarious.
did you hear that one?
It was floating around somewhere on Twitter.
That's amazing. Okay, La Liga. Basically,
The best league in the world.
the best league in the world. Ronaldo.
Well, it's the most competitive top 3 teams out of all the top leagues. Well, of course it is.
Well, there's no one else, Dan.
Well, Seville and Valencia are pretty good this season. It's the strongest league out of all of them at the moment.
Okay. Ronaldo scored a hat-trick on Saturday.
And Messi went, I can do that.
I'm
Now-
going to score 1 too.
It's good to know that Suarez is not in any way necessary for that Barca team. That really makes you feel better when Liverpool can't
He's
score against them.
working hard to create lots.
He's
of
doing the
space.
Sanchez role. They could have kept
Yes.
Sanchez.
Absolutely.
I think it was one of those things. It's like
They lost 2 months of Sanchez to play Suarez.
They did. They don't need him.
No, they don't need him, but for the merchandise and everything. Sure, like
Yeah,
Barcelona,
maybe, yeah.
they've loosened. Not
I'm sure it's how Tottenham feel when they see Bale.
Zubizarreta.
Although Ronaldo doesn't like Bale anymore.
They've Barcelona. I don't know.
What happened with Ronaldo
They're
and Bale?
screaming at each other. I think Bale wasted like 3 chances that Ronaldo could have had.
Is this because Bale's become really good at free kicks now? Ronaldo's like, oi.
Could be.
Ronaldo's hat trick was this.
First, he got a penalty first time. It was just a disgraceful dive.
Okay.
He was a
Like
bad
I
guy.
tweeted you about this, and you got back to me, and I knew you would get a reply from me. It was like, why did he? Why? There's no need to. But it's like I understand what you're saying. Everyone does dive. It is in the game. It does happen. I'm not against it. I'm just saying he was through on goal. The ball's across the box, and it was like literally that on his arm, and he threw himself to the ground. It's like, why did he even do that? Like he was through on goal. Like it was
Yeah.
just you're that good. You can just score. You
There's
can
some
score
great
with his
stats.
right, left foot.
He
No problem.
scored more goals than 75% of the Spanish league teams, 65% of the English league teams, and like 80% of the Italian league teams.
23 league goals.
Yeah,
now,
and
so?
if he stopped scoring now, he'd be top scorer on like the 7 previous league seasons.
He's just in the league alone. He has scored 200 goals in 178 appearances
It's ridiculous.
in the league alone. Like,
I saw stats here earlier. Messi and Ronaldo, I think like it's 1.2 something a game they're on or something.
yeah,
And it's like just for example, I think Messi's on 1.25 and Ronaldo's on 1.26.
yeah.
It's like this is ridiculous.
They're
Like,
taking
that's not even including all the assists they get.
Oh yeah.
Like I said,
Especially
Messi would probably have more assists.
Yeah.
But it's fucking ridiculous. Like
I think Ronaldo's
let's
top of the
let's
assists this season.
Like let's just
Say that
literally.
again?
Ronaldo's top of the assists in this.
Oh
league.
really?
Is
Oh.
Messi not higher?
No.
Okay.
Like, let's just enjoy both of these players.
No, I do.
Like, what we can.
What was
that
the
was-
other 2 Ronaldo goals like? Because I saw one. I saw
There
a
were
clip of one
there
from
were
outside the
two-
box.
So easy,
Two
you
good
know.
finishes. Like
When
they
you
took
watch,
them well.
it's the easiest league
Okay.
in the world to score goals. Like
And
Aspas got 4 last week.
That's
He was going to be my hero of the week.
Wait a minute. Stop. Did Aspas not score like a hat trick in 4 minutes or something?
Yeah,
Come on, Bren.
bring him back.
Bring him back. That's incredible. He's got a beard now as well.
It's gone. Looks like he's struggling though. He's a weak lad. like.
He is, yeah.
Scored against Rovers, though, didn't he?
Was Messi's hat trick far better?
Yeah, it was very good.
Because after saying let's appreciate both of them, I just wanted to get the.
But he had a free kick from 25 yards, rattled the bar. Then, like, Barca were absolutely atrocious first half. They were terrible. I turned off the Leicester Villa game and I watched that instead. And so I watched that.
Barcelona were worse than
And,
Leicester Villa. Apparently.
Well, it was going to be more exciting than watching that crap, you know. And then they first goal he just picks up from nowhere, curls it in. I don't know how he got it in from there. Second one, Suarez played him in, kind of just hit it on his right foot from 25 yards. And third one then was 1-2 with Pedro. He's very pissed off at Pedro for sealing his goal. As well. Did you see that? Like Pedro scores and Messi's just like staring. I was like, where's my hat?
They've become egomaniacs, both Ronaldo and Messi. Deservedly so.
I still think though there's almost a thing like Messi just wants to win everything.
Yeah.
I don't think he literally. I think Ronaldo wants to prove he's the best.
Yeah.
I just think Messi wants to win and score everything. I think it's almost like that, you know. But the two of them though, they literally are pushing.
They're
each
great
other.
to watch. You wouldn't want to get a point with either of them. That's how I put it.
Yeah, Messi would be a bore.
Yeah,
And Ronaldo would be.
just looking himself in the
Yeah,
mirror and
yeah,
whatnot.
yeah.
So United 2-1 winners at St Mary's. They're now in third. So that's just absolutely incredible.
I think I saw a stat there. It was like 7th of November. Man United were 10th. Southampton were 2nd.
Yeah.
So looks like, you know, through. Would you say Chelsea, City? Well, they're definitely in top 4. Man United now look pretty.
Yeah.
Look the only team kind of out of the outsiders.
I think
kind
it'll be
of
decided by Christmas.
You think the,
the
top,
top
4
3
would be?
or 4.
The 4.
I don't think
Maybe
the 4.
4th.
I don't think
Not
the
the
4.
4th.
You decided next week. Liverpool play Arsenal.
Ah.
You're saying that's like that big a game, like.
Yeah, I think if Liverpool don't get a result against United, which they won't, and don't get a result against Arsenal, they won't challenge. West Ham will fall out. And that's that.
Southampton still to fall out as well. Oh, they're gone now,
They're gone.
Yeah.
So I think
The Spurs and Everton.
not that our show still won't be exciting for the rest of the season,
Oh, no.
but no, I don't think so.
Should we don't
Let's
talk
talk about Leeds if you want.
Yeah, well, no, I don't. No, but in all fairness, you could be right. You know, you could be right. Moyes won 4-0.
No, he lost 4 now.
Oh, he lost 4.
Which he was nice enough to count out in Spanish for the Spanish press.
Did you
in
see
Spanish.
that?
That wasn't it.
He
Was
goes,
that
the
him
training,
actually counting
it was the
that?
training. He goes, we've had loads of players training. 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
Yeah, he actually skipped uno. He went dos, tres, catorce times. It's just like, why bother?
I would have stick with Pep Guardiola.
At least you're trying.
I don't know. Look, nobody's going to beat Steve McLaren at the game. Why even bother?
Well, Joey Barton pushed him close as well.
Well, Joey Barton
was in France 2 weeks.
I think Joey Barton was taking the piss out of Steve McLaren.
No, I don't think so. Because
Really?
he gave an excuse. He's like, when you're in a country for a certain amount of time, you
he was there. He was there less than a month, I think.
Thing, like.
I didn't know that he was in any way genuine about that. Anyway, well, there's La Liga. Okay, let's have a look at some Champions League fixtures to take place Tuesday and Wednesday night of this week. First off, we have obviously Liverpool against Basel tomorrow. Only a win will do there. At least it's at Anfield. John, do you see it happening? So sad that we can't be sure at all. Like,
It's just not like he'll play Lambert again.
He will.
For the 4th game in a row.
He's not playing badly though, is he?
he was so bad at the weekend.
There was Lambert passed to Coutinho 4 times on Saturday. One of them was tip. And Coutinho passed to Lambert no times.
I think Coutinho's been shocking though this season. I'd
I think
put
he's been
Sterling
alright.
in behind him. Maybe I think it'd be better. Or Gerrard.
Sterling's trying, but
Sterling.
Or
is
like I actually
trying.
think Lana actually has been okay. I'm actually
he
surprised.
has-
he can't play 90 minutes.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm surprised he keeps getting hauled off there by 70.
He can't play 90 minutes.
Can't hack it, no.
Galatasaray and Arsenal tomorrow as well.
that's a rubber match.
That's in Turkey.
But
Sanchez isn't travelling.
What's the story with qualifying there? Because Dortmund haven't qualified yet.
No, they have. Both teams are going through.
Have they both?
Mhm.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're just fighting out for top, which Arsenal will finish second and then finish fourth at the end of the year.
Juve and Atletico tomorrow in Turin. Let's see, anything
Both
else?
of those teams are through. Or
Don't
whatever.
think
Yeah.
so. I think Juve need a point or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Atletico, I think, have 12 points.
Yeah.
I think. So they're true.
We already talked about Rome and Man City on Wednesday night as
What's
well.
your prediction for that one?
If
Draw.
Roma's goalkeeper
Draw.
stops trying to screw them, then yes.
I do think that Roma could do it here because
I'd
just
love to
the
see it.
amount of people that City are missing, you know?
You know, there's a possibility City and Liverpool would be the Europa League.
Really, yeah, I suppose.
The top two teams from England last season.
Yeah, that's right. That'll be very interesting to see. Let's see anything else. Barcelona and PSG, the rematch. After
Again,
PSG.
both teams are already through, but I think Barcelona will definitely want to avoid Bayern Munich or Chelsea.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Chelsea already through. They're against Sporting. Bayern already through against CSKA. And
CSKA can still actually get through as well. If that's a draw and Bayern literally do not care at all.
yes.
Moscow can
No, if Moscow...
go to Munich and win.
Yeah, exactly.
It's probably not going to happen.
You see,
but-
that's the
Here's an
issue.
interesting story. You know Steaua Bucharest? They don't exist anymore.
Really?
Oh, wait, I saw that. Actually.
Their army sued them for stealing their crest
crest,
and name,
wasn't it?
and they won. So in Steaua Bucharest's match this week, they played as hosts with no badge.
Wow. They're still
And
working
they
on the
won-
game, eh?
They won the European Cup, I think.
Who hasn't done that?
We won the UEFA Cup. We won the Fairs Cup, actually, it was called back then.
The Fairs Cup.
Actually, we were
So if they
screwed
were the
out.
milk cup,
We were screwed out in 1975 when the referee took bribes.
You should find the trophy and melt it and pay your tax bill.
There you go. Melt that trophy, Dan. At least write
Don't
one
like
letter.
this victory sip over there.
Slurping away.
It's water, people.
I can hear that water.
Unlike our sister's podcast, which is just an orgy of
Gin.
sex, fuel, alcohol,
Yeah, me
rock
and
and roll.
Me and John were getting pretty... we were having a good time. Okay.
When's our Christmas special coming out, actually?
Oh, yeah.
Have you listened to that yet?
No, my friend.
Should we ever listen to it? Should it ever even
We
come
didn't
out?
even finish it, did we?
We did. No, we did.
It finished us.
We finished with the penalties, didn't we?
We were, but by that stage we were barely audible.
I was in work at fucking like 8:30 that next day.
I was in work pretty early too.
Fucking
Pretty sure
shut.
day off, because you people.
That was the
Brazil
Germany night.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, we've recorded a Christmas special of us doing commentary over the visuals of the Liverpool.
And can I just say as well, it
Champions
was our
League
first
winning
ever recording, and for the first 15 minutes, we tried to make it professional. They were like, fuck this, I'm just going to fart into the mic.
Yeah, it gets really bad. Like you can hear people ask other people for drinks when they're going to the toilet. It's like, are you going to the kitchen, man? So yeah, we'll put that up the week that of Christmas. Yeah, so we usually do a show. I guess we'll skip the show on the 23rd, I suppose.
So I would work like that night.
Okay, awards. Okay, hero of the week.
Can I go?
Yes, my friend.
Robbie Keane. He
for
won-
telling that
MLS.
journalist to stop sassing him.
Well, he won the MVP award in America. He scored 53 goals and 35 assists in his 2 years in America or whatever.
But like,
Hold on a minute.
that's true.
He's been there longer than
He
that.
scored like
He scored 53 goals.
Yeah.
And how many assists?
35.
And how many competitions were they in? Where like LA Galaxy in?
Just a few. It's not as many.
They put him in the
issues
cup
as-
and the league, I presume.
I presume that's
But
it.
are they in the Cup of Libertadores? Or
Anyway,
is that South
he
America?
put up his boots on what he was going to play a cup final day with the Irish flag on them. Except it wasn't the Irish flag.
It wasn't.
It was just a bunch of colours.
What was the issue with the flag exactly?
It just wasn't. It was just like
Thought it was gonna
the
be
colours were
Ivory
right.
Coast
They just
then.
weren't the right way or whatever else.
So
Like-
was it the Coast of Ivory flag?
Yeah, like if you got like a really bad injury that like clipped his leg, or, like his ankles over or something,
Oh,
that'd be the right flag.
So like your man, the
And the end
rugby
of his
player
career.
at Villiers. Did you see that?
yeah, I couldn't stop laughing.
Did he trust an American to make an Irish flag? Is this what happened
It
here?
must have been.
But he gave
But
him a
a-
Scottish
I'm
anyway,
flag
Irish.
himself.
They won.
I'm half Irish.
They won the final 2-1. Won the cup.
Yeah.
Robbie Keane scored the winner. Landon Donovan retired.
Amazing to see.
And they celebrated with Robbie Keane drinking out of the trophy and a beer slip and slide. So if you have to book
Yes.
something for the wedding deal, I want
Yeah.
a beer slip and slide.
I'll look into it.
Yeah, but the thing about Robbie, like, what is that level? Like, it's League One at the highest. Has to be. It's no better than that. Like, Leeds would be one of the best teams in that league. They probably like the championship teams would be as good as anyone.
I guess, yeah.
Robbie Keane is the difference because he's
I don't know that. Like it's just a difference of pace. That's what.
I've seen
It's not-
an MLS match in person.
Oh, you have.
well,
I
what's the
have.
standard like?
It was
How did,
okay.
how did it compare to the League of Ireland match you were at?
Better.
Slightly better.
Better, yeah.
Warmer.
Definitely warmer. Way more money put into the halftime show, and David Beckham looked great. As in, like,
Well, to be fair,
physically. As a
you were
man.
watching Killian Brennan or David Beckham. You know, there's a bit of a difference.
He was in
yeah.
a car crash last week with his son, but they're okay.
Are they all right?
Yeah.
Some woman crashed into him. Typical.
How's that typical?
Because it's a crash.
Okay. Yeah, well, insurance premiums.
She was
won't
English
agree at that
and
point.
it was in America, and they were driving on the wrong side of the road. So
That's fair.
typical English.
That could happen to anybody.
Not anything else.
I'm not looking forward to driving over in the States in a couple of months. We'll see. Okay, Dan, your hero of the week.
My hero of the week is a former Leeds United manager who's
Gary
now,
Speed.
now got a new job.
All right.
Dave Hockaday has a new job.
Who's Dave Hockaday?
The guy who was manager of Forest Green took over for Leeds and was sacked after a month.
Why is he your hero of the week?
He's got a new job and I'm very happy for him. Guess what his job is? He is the assistant manager
Maintenance.
of Swindon Supermarine, who play in the Southern League Division 1 South and West. That is his job now. He's assistant
How
manager
did you find out this news?
because it was just so funny. He went from Leeds manager to that.
So, promotion.
Yeah. Well, at least he's not in the spotlight anymore. So good man, Dave Hockaday. That's what I say. Well done. And Robbie Keane was on and Landon Donovan, but he's already come to another.
Okay, spoofer of the week. I'm gonna nominate this fucking. I'm sick of it now. I'm sick of this Wheelstone Raider man, and
The guy who has no fans.
Yeah, he's releasing a Christmas an attempt at a Christmas #1 now, which is techno music to
Andy
the
Tate.
audio. of
Andy
him.
Tate is much better.
Andy
No, he's not.
Okay, hold on.
He is. Andy Tate is good.
That Andrew Tate and that my name is Jeff thing is fucking nonsense.
So my name is Jeff thing is terrible.
Mine and Jeff thing is shite, but
No, it's not. It's an idiot. They're all idiots.
I must say that when Dan showed me the one and
Andy
it
Tate.
just kept cutting back to him going, I'm sorry again, but I have to say Moisey. I did laugh because just with the editing more than anything else. It's like,
No, the best
because
thing-
every time he said, I'm sorry to say again, it gave me the idea that it's like he's blaming Moyes for several things and several
one of my favourite ones actually is the Spider-Man. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Mary Jane's like, who are you anyway? Felina.
But you couldn't fit the hair under the mask, John. That's the gag. There's no way it could be Fellaini.
If I didn't have like five spoofers here, I'd leave.
Okay, all right.
We are the spoofers of the week.
Well, that's my spoofer anyway. Well, how about yourself, John?
I'll go with the first one. The lads from Napoli having their lovely porno calendar where they're all dressed as gladiators.
Oh, wait
Who
a
was it?
minute.
Higuain,
Wait a minute.
Hamsik and...
It's all the lads.
They've
then.
all done it.
And,
all the-
and Rafa's in it.
Rafa, yeah.
And he's just there with a board telling all the lads what to do, except there's 12 players on, like that magical night in Istanbul when he tried to do it. But, yeah, anyway, they're all scantily clad, like an episode of Spartacus.
Yeah, they're just there with their bits.
And apparently it's a regular thing. I That was a bit of a gag, a bit of photoshopping or something. But no, it's just they release scantily clad candors all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
This is amazing. Like, that's incredible. Can we think of any like unsightly English or Irish players that have played in Italy that would have had to, like, you wouldn't have seen Liam Brady in a toga.
I wouldn't mind if anyone listens wants to track down when Maradona did it.
Oh dear.
That'd be interesting.
Who else would have been big?
Don't know, but
Cannavaro.
No, it was
Cannavaro did
Paolo
that.
played. His brother or cousin played for Napoli.
pretty incredible. Anybody else there, John? We're doing
we know that Henri disappeared there for a little while. He quit New York and all that sort of stuff. And really, the France fans don't apparently like him after the whole handball incident. They hate him more than we do.
Oh,
We got over it anyway. And
He's getting capped apparently.
Huh?
He's
well,
getting-
there's rumours of
He's
it.
getting called back up to the squad for a friendly.
yeah, but apparently they just don't like him at all. And Petit was given out, and Petit,
I do.
he came out and
Manuel Small.
he said, "You French people are idiots. This country would be better run by the Germans."
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, and I have I have one more. The Man City owner
okay.
threw his son a birthday party, and it was a Manchester City themed birthday party. Just think it's an odd thing to do.
Have a Manchester City birthday party.
All the players arrived.
And his son was like, all right,
Yeah, it's a United fan. Like.
very good.
Very good, Mr. Man City man.
Do you have any spoofers?
Cheek Tiotti for getting arrested for drinking a bottle of champagne while just driving, and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to."
Doesn't he already have a driving ban?
Yeah, he's just driving around with an open bottle of champagne.
He said, I didn't mean to open this.
Yeah,
Go through the trouble
he
of
was
it.
locked as well.
You should have tried the old Jermaine Pennant and pretend he was another black lad and try to get away
Oh,
with it.
Jesus God.
What, Jermaine Pennant went
I
to,
know,
went to
did
jail
Ashley
for pretending to
Cole.
be Ashley
Is
Cole?
he still at Stoke?
No,
No, he was released. I don't know where he is.
So is he gone?
I don't
Like
know.
Dave Bentley, maybe two of them were big. And then the other spoofer is, I was watching Football Focus there the other day, and
God help
for the
you.
first time really ever watched it, and they're just gone through some of the lower league teams, are still in the cup and all this, and they were at Wrexham, a tiny little team. I think they're Welsh actually, and he's tiny little team. This is their Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He's walking by, he's going through. Oh, I've got some. Look at this now here. Robbie Savage, Player of the Year in 1988. Don't worry, lads. It's a different Robbie Savage. There's two Robbie Savages in the world. Then he goes, oh, look, there's this little bit of dirt there. I'm just going to wipe that off at one of the names. Started wiping the dirt off. The name came off with it. He literally rubbed a Hall of Fame name off with his fingers like, oh, my God, I've just taken his name off. This is live TV. Sorry there. You might have to replace that when I'm done. And he's like, he didn't know what to say after. He's like, I'm sorry.
Was this like Mr. Bean and Whistler's mother?
It was pretty much the same. Then he drew the fucking face on it.
Fantastic.
Oh God. Okay, that's
The
fantastic.
beauty of live television, you know.
Anything else?
Man, that's about it.
Speaking of football and live television, your man Bullard obviously had the thing where he was in the pool nude almost this morning. Can I ask you a question about him? Were his arms that skinny when he played football, or is he ill?
His arms are that
He
skinny.
was never. I met him before,
But
actually.
his arms are like malnourished looking.
I think he's lost probably a bit of weight. Maybe he's. But
Yeah.
I'd say maybe he likes the beer a bit too much, you know, like you kind of got that skinny look about you, like.
Yeah, I suppose.
I've gone the opposite way about that. So what happens when you like beer too much? You lose weight.
More beer is clearly
Not
the answer.
trying, not having enough. Apparently.
Keep
I-
drinking, John. You'll finally get there.
Any more spoofers, or do you want to go on to your team?
That's it. Oh, I didn't even do it too. So,
Oh, really?
nah.
I unfortunately don't have one prepared. Let's see. Can we do it on the fly here?
I have
Where's-
Forrester in goal, even though I know he conceded 2 to United there, but I think he was great midweek
I'd
against
go for
Arsenal.
Fraser Forrester. I think he's a bit better.
Same thing, same guy, whatever.
Forrester plays for Celtic.
What?
He does, yeah. There's Forrester and Forster.
Oh, fuck off.
I don't think he's one. So we don't have a team of the week.
No, sure, we'll do one off
The
the fly,
one
won't
day
we?
you have to do. Okay,
Just
hold
go
on.
on, just do what Dan does. Just go on the fancy website and click team of the week.
Right, I'm doing a team of the week.
Definitely don't do that.
Okay, I'm doing a team of the week. Right. So I'm going to have Forrester in goal, right?
Oh.
I'm going to have.
You have to choose players off the losing team now. So.
Okay. Give me a second.
John Terry.
Yeah, they lost twice this week.
I'm going to have Walters, Cisse,
Alan Hutton.
Are you starting from the front?
Kieran Clark.
yeah, Ramsey,
What?
and Charlie Austin.
Ramsey.
Yeah. And
Ramsey.
Wilfred Bonny. So they're my. Okay.
How many
I'm gonna-
strikers you playing?
I'm going to have Lucas in defence midfield. I'm going to have Paul Konchesky right back because he showed a lot of piss and vinegar. I'm going to have.
He's a left back as well.
Yeah, but.
A
see,
bad left back
but
playing
I'm
right
gonna
full.
have Coleman in at right back because I'm switching it up.
So you have 2 right backs.
Exactly. I'm going to have Yaya Toure and Alan Hutton as my centre backs. And there you go. I'm managed by the ghost of Daniel Sturridge. So,
Right, ABB. He wants a job everywhere.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Beat that.
what is those? Is AVB literally? Is that actually?
Yes, this has
plausible?
been reported everywhere, yeah.
But like, why?
Because he's
What's he
young
done?
and he has a dossier.
Are Chelsea still paying him?
I really don't know what the
They're not
answer
paying
is.
him. They don't have to pay him once he gets a job.
No, it's bullshit. There's no way.
Okay, is that all the awards? Dan, what was your teaser from last week, my friend?
Oh, Dortmund won a game, so they're out of the relegation zone.
I don't think anyone wants to see Dortmund go down, do they? Like,
I do. I think it'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I want to see them win the Champions League and go down.
A little part of me,
Absolutely.
just a little part of me wants Liverpool to go down because a lot of
Oh,
people,
fuck
I
we can
know.
see us next year.
I don't care about that. I just think I just think I'd care about football less. Like I could come in on Soccer Saturday going, "Oh, Liverpool won or lost," meh. But now it's just
probably
everywhere.
more depressing where I am, to be
I
honest.
just don't think I'd care about football anymore. People.
I think I'll keep my chances, not... you
Okay,
know.
so the question last week was name the 6 players who scored the most penalties in Premier League history.
Oh, very good. Okay, let's give this a go.
Lampard,
Yes.
Yes.
Gerrard,
Yes.
Ewan maybe.
No.
Rooney.
No. Who's the top Premier League goal scorer of all time?
Alan
And
Shearer.
Yes. We mentioned there about 5 minutes ago.
Bullard.
It's French.
Let me see.
Petit, Henri.
Petit. Yeah, Henri, yes.
Henri, yeah.
Yeah, a guy on Soccer Saturday. Never missed 1 penalty in his whole career.
Jeff Stelling.
When he played for the Hartlepool Reserves,
Oh, he's another hero of the week. He gave out shite about BBC. He was giving out crap that Hartlepool lost to some non-league team in the cup, and he said shame on Alan Shearer for going into their dressing room before the match and giving them a pep talk. Shame on you, BBC. He started screaming down the camera.
I love him.
It was amazing. It was
Okay,
amazing.
So someone who's on the Soccer Saturday panel,
Come on.
Paul Merson.
Paul Merson.
No. He's the ugliest man on the panel.
Phil Thompson.
No, the second. He's the second ugliest.
Oh, your man Lettice.
Yeah.
Andy Carroll Senior.
Tis, eh?
He was amazing with penalties.
that
Missed
6?
one.
Didn't he
Yeah, and
miss
then they're missing 1.
Give us what team he played for, or would that just give it
He
away?
played for a lot of teams. I don't think you'll get it. He played for Everton.
Uh-huh.
I think he might have played for Villa.
Duncan Disorderly.
Played for Sheffield United. Played for Sheffield United in 2006-07. And during that season, he moved to Wigan and scored the penalty to get Sheffield United relegated.
I can't think of his name, but he's a Colwell. I don't know.
David Unsworth.
That's the one.
Unsworth, huh?
There you go.
Okay,
I
so
don't think he missed 1 penalty.
Do you have this week's Caesar?
go for it.
I do. As we were on the topic of hat-tricks and stuff like that. So who did Ronaldo score his first ever hat-trick against for Man United?
Ah,
There you go.
okay.
Watching it.
That's good. I literally have no idea. John? Not that
No.
I'm asking you to say, but do you have any idea?
No.
Okay, man. Let's see. We're going to have a look at the fantasy football now in a sec.
I
But
had Lambert as captain for 2 game weeks, so I can only imagine I've gone down.
do you think you've gone down?
Yeah.
I'm having some issues here, lads.
Well, it wasn't a great week for anyone, I don't think. Nothing really happened.
I can only...
Like a lot of people captain Aguero and he went off
I had
after like a
Aguero's
minute.
captain and fucking Costa. I got 3 points with him. I had Wisdom on the bench. He got me 7.
Yeah.
Typical, you know.
Was it? Was it typical?
So...
I had Taylor playing and I was like,
Stephen
yes.
Taylor.
Great. I was like, clean sheet. And then
I brought in Chambers.
that was stupid. He's not very good.
Arsenal kept 4 clean
And
sheets in a row.
Stoke.
4 clean sheets in a row. I was like,
Stoke.
I'll make a quick swap. Oh, jeez, bad idea.
We've gone down, John. We've gone down.
Now, to be fair, the tables still haven't been updated. So,
We've gone down, mate.
give or take after tonight. But
Dan, you're still leading by 9 points at the top. Second place, Gary Kiernan. Ronan O'Reilly in third. Rob Normal in fourth. Stephen Vincent in fifth. Myself
anyone move this
in
week?
sixth. Me and John went down, but I can't say who won. John seventh. Enda, Tommy, Seamus, and much like he is on Dawson Street every Saturday night, propping up the table like he props up the bar. Dave Nocton and a parting that you can see from space. So, join the Fantasy League. We've got a code. It is 174451-525194. That's 174451-525194. Am I checking that?
Very good.
That's very good. So there we go, guys. We'll close off here neatly at an hour. We're going to give you our live report from. Are we going to Sinnets tomorrow for this match?
Are we?
I that's what I heard.
I suggested Sinnets, and it's my birthday as well, so yeah, it's
So I should get to do it. Okay, well we're gonna go and we're gonna do some in-depth analysis of the state
Maybe some
of
live
Liverpool
tweeting
fans.
as well, as opposed to this.
Yeah, at ITK Soccer Show is the place to do it. We'll have the show up by then, so hopefully you'll be able to listen to it on time before the Liverpool Basel match. But we go to Sinnets every now and again for big Liverpool games. Not that there's going to be any of those this season.
Well, we're there for the old mighty slip.
We were there for we were. I was there for quite a few things. In fact, I've never seen Liverpool beat Chelsea there, and I've seen about 3 important games. But it'll be interesting to see what the turnout's like. You know, how many fans are jaded and depressed and.
Liverpool fans are good.
Yeah, I suppose. You looking forward to it, John?
No.
Nah.
I actually am. It's my birthday.
Yeah, but-
Pints.
Of course you're
Yeah,
looking
but
forward
you're
to it.
past, like, you're an irrelevant age now. Doesn't matter now.
Yeah, but
The fact he's also not worried about Liverpool, I think, kind of helps.
yeah,
as well.
Leeds aren't playing, so we can't lose.
Okay. Well, thanks everybody for listening, and congratulations to all you Man United fans. We haven't spoke bad about them in weeks, and they're just doing great for themselves now in their third.
Actually,
tell you
I
what
have
we're-
one more spoof for the week.
Okay.
And that's you, Neil. You promised a Witch Doctor song, the Longer Left
I
podcast.
was really annoyed at that now. Really annoyed last week.
Can I defend myself, please?
No.
No.
You just want me to leave it there then? It'd be really cool if I did, and then the Witch Doctor song came on.
That was the plan.
Okay, but maybe it'll be better late than never. It won't be. I couldn't find it online.
Yeah, it doesn't exist.
What do you mean it doesn't exist?
It's like Daniel Sturridge. Like, we're pretty sure it happened, but I'm also equally as sure it didn't.
Okay, guys, I'll try and look for it again.
Well, put on something this week.
Please
put on
jo-
John Lennon.
Please
It's
join
his
us at
anniversary
Sinnets
today.
for the Liverpool match. I'll be as positive as I have been on this.
Say that again?
Just join us in Sinnets, all the listeners.
Yeah, go on, guys.
Okay.
Join us in Sinnets. See what we really look like.
We'll be in the VIP area.
And
We'll
also-
have our autograph books out. and all
Also, share the
merchandise on
podcast.
table.
I've been sharing it with people in work, and they don't talk to me anymore, so you guys need to.
Okay, let's share it as much as possible. Thanks everybody for listening, and we'll be back with you same time next week.